Good morning, everyone. Just thought I'd do an update, see how everyone's doing. Alrighty, got that sent out, see if anybody shows up. So, just want to give you guys some updates around the house. Just want to give you guys some updates around the house. Kind of my impressions on the Last Man Standing show that just premiered on Twitter. And also, hey Mayor, also let you guys see what I've done to my yard to kind of recover the backyard a little bit. See if I can't get the grass to come back. Hold on a second, Mayor. I'm gonna share this one other place. Hold on. Hold on a second, Mayor. I'm gonna share this one other place. Hold on. Let's see. Okie dokie. Alright, just thought I'd share that in the Unbearables app and the Hangout. So yeah, just want to share what's going on in the backyard, my impressions of the Last Man Standing show I just watched that premieres next Friday. So excited that it's back on. How I'm recovering the backyard, and just kind of how things have been lately. Hopefully some folks will start coming in here as we give it a couple of minutes. Mayor, how's your day going this morning? This beautiful, in my area, Sunday morning. It's sunny and blue skies with some scattered clouds here. Let's see who we got coming in. Hey Andrew J, good to see you, man. Good to see you this morning. Yes, it is a happy Sunday. My daughter's not feeling great, that's why I'm home from church, but it's a beautiful day otherwise. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry you got rain this morning. It was pretty cool. I got a chance the other day to talk to VeteranBear, kind of about how I can improve my streams. Oh man, my hair's it's crazy this morning, but it's all good. So who else we got in here? Got some more viewers. That's awesome. Yes, I am au naturel. You're right. That's totally it, Andrew. Hey, Sergeant Peterson. Welcome aboard. All right, so. Hey, Dana. Good morning. Well, my son just went behind a cloud, so. But who knows? Maybe it's good. So, just thought I'd show you guys what I've done to the backyard and see what you think. So what I've done, see if I can't switch the camera. There you go. The animals are cordoned off in their own little fenced-in area. Duck is not pleased. He is not pleased at all. And Mama Duck decided to stop sitting on her eggs. So, well, there will be more running around with Duck. He'll have his opportunity to get out. They've kind of tore up the back patio, and my wife wants it back. So that's why we got this nice little fence up, so we can kind of recover the backyard a little bit. I mean, my back patio here, look at this. It's actually fairly clean this morning. Not as much animal droppings out in my backyard. So, yeah. The old garden, I haven't talked about that in a little while. Let you guys take a look at it. it didn't turn out quite as well as I had hoped. But if you're into kale, kale turned out awesome. The Brussels sprouts, I got some. I'm getting ready to cut them off, but not as great as they could have been. Broccoli was a bust. So, yeah, that's what's going on with the garden. But I do recommend, if you have opportunity to build yourself a freedom garden, that you do it, because just like we've talked about in the past with the bug out bag and the bugging in, you can kind of supplement your food sources yourself by growing your own food. So with that, not a bad thing to do. I could eat off of it if I was a dog. Well, Dana, it's some of what is good is you can get the pre starts of plants and plant them, and then it's just a matter of fertilizing and watering fairly regularly to keep them alive. Since this was my first year with that box, it's really a matter of getting the soil conditioned the way you want it so that your plants do better. Now, some of those, believe it or not, some of my plants, the radishes were from seed. So some you can start as starts out as, get starts from some of your big home and garden stores, or you can start them out as seeds, which those have mixed success depending on how you go about it. So honestly, Dana, it can be done. And if you want to, you start them out in the house underneath a grow light, and you could get a little bit better head start, and they may actually have a better chance come springtime when you start those plants off. So that's what's going on there. Yes, please hit the like. I have had one PayPal. I have to thank Kikia. She did give me a PayPal once. That was awesome. If you guys want to contribute to help make these streams better, you can contribute to paypal.me/VeteranBear. Just throwing that out there if you're interested. If not, that's cool. But it'll help make these a little bit better. Trying to actually get a microphone and other stuff, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, you're right, Sergeant Peterson. It's really a matter of, can you get those seeds going? Can you get them to germinate and survive? Now, the other reason why, just to kind of shift back to why the ducks are back there, is take a look at the lawn. My grass is coming back because we had a very dry summer this year with very little rain. The grass is coming back. I need to put some more seed down, add a little bit more. Oh, absolutely. You need to know what area you're in. That's totally true. Applies to lawns as well. But the other reason why I kind of want to recover my lawn is check out this giant hole my chickens dug because they want to take a dirt bath. And with that dirt bath, they steal my soil. So I'm trying to put the lawn back together. That's another part of this. So I also want to talk about the Last Man Standing show that just premiered on Twitter. Believe it or not, they threw the sneak peek premiere episode on Twitter, which is awesome. Because the Last Man Standing episode this time, definitely the focus, I'm not going to give away the ending or anything, but The focus is on, as a country, we need to pull together. We need to stop separating ourselves. We need to pull together and talk things over. Yes, we have differing political views, but we also want this country to survive. We want the country to survive. We want to do well. We want to be successful. The bees hate me. I have to be the bees myself. Yeah, I get that. I get that, Sergeant Peterson. But the premise of the show was that they had realized that Trump had gotten elected and everyone was disagreeing, and it was a political nightmare. People are arguing over politics and all that. And just, we're not having a good go of family conversation because there was different views from everyone, which is common to all families, common to all interactions. I'm sure that my political beliefs don't coincide with my coworkers at work, and that's totally cool. That's totally acceptable. That's a thing. And I'm glad some of them have opposing views because that's what sparks the ability for us to improve public discourse. If there's an issue that needs to get worked out in this country, sorry guys, I'm watching my chickens escape from the fenced in area. So I'm trying to figure out what where they're escaping from. But as far as the politics go, we need to come together. We need to discuss our different ideas. We do need to build a wall. If we built a wall, yeah, exactly. I need to build a wall for the chickens. That's right, Andrew. I do. I mean, apparently I have some illegals that are escaping. Ha ha ha. No. Yeah. Reality, we do need to build a wall in this country so that we can actually figure out where we're at, make an assessment, see how many illegals we actually have, figure out what our actual needs are in this country. Is it the poor that needs the most attention? Is it the illegals that need the most attention? Is it our children that aren't getting the best quality education that they could ask for? Is it the security at our schools that needs the most attention? I know it's controversial, but you build a wall, guess what? Your country is at least secure to a certain extent. You can actually make a valid assessment of what your needs are so that there are not additional people flooding the country with additional needs. But the show brought out the fact that you can't turn on the TV these days and figure out that, well, and the thing is, you're right, Mayor. Eliminate the incentive that's drawing people to places. And it's free stuff. And the problem in this world is everybody realizes there's no such thing as a free lunch. If there's a free lunch, there's always something attached to it. It would be no different than, hey, we're offering free stuff at Walgreens. And while you're here, come get your flu shot. There's usually a catch. Exactly. Somebody's paying for that free lunch. It's not like there's a pear tree that everybody can just come utilize. I mean, i.e. my backyard, I need to pick my pears. And thankfully, they are free because the tree has already grown up enough that I don't have to do anything. I trim the tree once in a while, and I get the pears. No big deal. But as far as free stuff anywhere else, no, it doesn't exist. It does not exist. Dana's right. If somebody's not paying for it, then there's definitely something unforeseen that's going on there. Which is kind of horrifying because you don't know what the catch is going to be until you get there. As far as illegals coming to America, oh, free healthcare, free food, free housing. If I was an illegal, yeah, absolutely. That would probably be my thing. Especially if the place that you're leaving is worse off than the place that you're going to. That's what makes it so challenging is our country is such a huge draw. I mean, it's a vast improvement to the slums that they live in Mexico. It's hard. And what can you do? Can we help Mexico improve themselves? Sure, we could. But unless you get rid of all the corruption and you get rid of the um, drug lords and all that, unless you get rid of the crime, nobody wants to live in their country. They don't. And if you run for political office, your life is on the line down there. Your likelihood of surviving the campaign as of late, it's not cool. Well, the best, exactly. If you can't see the product in the free situation, then that's a really good point. I mean, what happens when you are the source of labor for cleaning up that free event? Did anybody think about that? All of a sudden, you're the free labor that they needed to clean up after something. Oh, because we fed you, there's a catch. Now you have to clean up after the event. And all of a sudden, people realize, ooh, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting there to be a catch or a connection to this free stuff. And all of us know better. It's with the Facebooks and Google and stuff like that. When they have you fill out a survey, you're giving away your demographics for free. And that always comes with a price. Your demographics mean are money to somebody else. But you're freely giving them away. It's no different than clicking the likes and stuff like that. Hey, Dom. A lot of folks don't realize that when you receive something for free, there's always something attached. Yeah, Dom, I was watching it too, and that's what I'm commenting on. That was pretty awesome. They just the premise that, you know what, you don't cancel a successful show knowing that people love it, it's making money, and it's making people think. That's the reality. People need to get back to thinking. You need to walk that argument all the way through. Why am I getting something free? What is the benefit of me getting something free? And am I willing to pay that price for something free? Is that free thing requiring me to clean up after the mess? Is that free thing requiring me to give up my personal information? And then I'm going to receive ads that I wasn't expecting. You got to walk it all the way through. If you don't walk it all the way through, you may get taken. And I got another example of the free stuff thing. You go to one of those seminars for what do you call it? Airbnb, for example, or for a lease on a cottage in, say, Lake Tahoe. So you go to the meeting and everything, and they're presenting the whole membership thing that, oh yeah, you can totally vacation anywhere, blah blah blah, but you're gonna get a free steak dinner tonight, yada yada. So you're thinking, oh, the steak dinner is gonna be great tonight, not realizing that you've just gotten locked in for like a 3 hour meeting talking about where you're going to be leasing and the different properties you can use and all that. Yet, steak dinner is totally the motivation. But because of that steak dinner, you may have bought into a lease that has maintenance fees and everything else that you weren't expecting. So now that steak dinner is a very expensive steak dinner, not a free steak dinner. So, because I've sat through one of those, and yeah, it was a free, um, it was a free trip on Lake Tahoe to go fishing. So this is a fishing trip that we were getting out of the deal. I was like, heck yeah, let's take advantage of the fishing trip for two. I mean, sounded like a good deal at the time. Exactly, Dom. It's one of those, you know. And it was funny because 2 hours into it, we're like, you know what? We'll accept the free thing. But my dad already had a membership in that company. Lo and behold, because the company's name, they didn't advertise who they were until the very end. And then I told him, oh, by the way, my dad already has a membership in your company. He already has a lease. He's already a member. And they were like, oh. And so we got out of the meeting and we went on our fishing trip. So that was cool. That was a good time. Dom, you made a really good point. Don't ever sign anything if you go to one of those meetings, because the minute you sign, it's a contract. And contracts like that are very hard to break. Yeah, the whole blue green thing. Yep. That's one of those things that, know what you're getting into, know what you're signing, because it could be advantageous. Like for your Dom, for your grandma, I hope she's taking some vacations. I hope she's taking advantage of it because those can be pretty cool. It's just a matter of, is that what you're wanting to do? It's just know what you're buying into. Yeah, see, you get free vacations out of it, so you're not complaining. You're just saying thanks, Grandma, because we appreciate you signing up for that. Because she's probably paying all the maintenance fees and all that. And that's the cool benefit of having a grandma that can, thanks for doing that, Grandma. We'll enjoy it. So as far as the Last Man Standing show, it was great. It is going back to be one of probably the number one show for this coming year. I have a feeling it's going to do really well because they have great content. They've only changed one character, and just it's just fun. It is just a whole lot of fun that you can. Yeah, totally, Dom. Share the link in the chat. That's awesome. It's just a good way to enjoy some, and I even tweeted it myself. Good American comedy that's not lefty. It actually had a good message to it because it lets you kind of let your hair down and have a little bit of fun. And it does not trash the lefties. It's you know, it's just good, clean American comedy. That's really what it was. Which just made it a joy to watch. So guys, I just wanted to put that out there. So how are the rest of you doing? It's, open for contributions if there's anything else you guys would like to talk about or anything you'd like to know. It's going around at the Veteran Bear household. The reason why I'm home from church is my daughter is sick. So I thought I would take this opportunity to give you guys an update. If you got in late, I've put the ducks and the chickens behind a fence because you know what? I need my lawn back. I need my lawn to grow back, and so these guys kind of need to stay on their side of the yard. But notice, I put the bird feeder on their side of the fence. So now they have an incentive to stay on their side of the fence because the birds come feed and they drop all the bird seed on the ground. And so the chickens and the ducks are totally thrilled by that, and so they have an incentive to stay on this side of the yard. Yeah, co-hosting. Yeah, Don, that's cool, man. It's awesome. But if you did come in late, I want to kind of show off the illegals that broke out of my wall. So here's the illegals right here. These guys decided that they didn't want to cooperate and go through the border patrol properly and seek asylum to get into this other side of the yard. They didn't want to seek asylum to get into this MAGA side of the yard, as Armenian would say. Oh yeah, they would be. Well, no, they wouldn't be good eats now because they're like 2 years old and good egg layers. But I do want to throw kind of a shout out to one or two chickens to run away. That's funny. Oh man, airplane flying over. You can hear it for sure. No, I wanted to say that it's just a great day. Beautiful sunshine. But yeah, keeping the chickens in, that's it's just like those illegals. They gotta go the right way. They gotta seek asylum. If they're that would be the legit way to make their way into our country. Not like my chickens who busted through the fence. No, but I did want to shout out Big Drum Bear was hysterical the other day. So funny. If you guys didn't see his opening the other day with his Jordan Peterson impression, that was so funny. Him trying to sell his trunk shirts, that's awesome. And if you missed it, Steve Pender also, with his ugly mugs, he was also throwing down with the trunk shirts and his ugly mugs. And so those two were just like trying to work each other's stuff. It was so funny that, you know what, it's awesome that they're doing that. And yes, Steve's streams are awesome. Subscribe to him if you're not checking him out. And same thing with Big Drum Bear. Check out his streams. Support fellow bears, guys. That's what it's all about. heard rumors and got an invite yesterday that, yeah, Kermit approves. Exactly the best. Dana, that's funny. Don, that would be cool. It'd be nice to see you stream today. Nah, but check out each other's streams, support each other. You can support me. Yes, please hit the like. If you want to help support me, it's paypal.me/VeteranBear. Please like it. Please share it. Also, support the Second Amendment. Make sure that if you know how to carry, make sure you do it properly. Concealed and otherwise. Make sure you get the training. Make sure that you practice. I mean, actually carry. Don't just say you are, just like actually do it. Make sure you practice actively. Because if you don't, you lose those skills. Support the First Amendment, guys. Make sure you support the first. Make sure get registered to vote. Because guess what? November's right around the corner. And believe it or not, if you miss your opportunity to register to vote and you miss that opportunity to vote, then the left wins. And we don't want that. Yes, the illegal ducks are staying on their side of the yard. And those 2 chickens, well, you know what? They're going to be deported. So guys, I appreciate you coming by. Thanks for supporting me. And you have a great Sunday. Watch your football. Enjoy your day. And if you want, make sure you comment on the stream, and let's keep America free. Thanks, guys.